Hey Bestie, I'm Kenya and welcome to my channel. I'm so grateful you're joining in for this plan with me. So in this video, I will be sharing my November currently page and how I pull it all together. And it's all due to these beautiful sewing stickers that I've wanted to use since I got them. But I did get a fall vibe from them, so I thought this was the perfect time to pull them out. Now I'm showing you all three sizes because I actually did use them. So if you want to see this spread come together, then you already know. Stay tuned. Okay, Bestie, so here is my currently page. I do use a classic happy planner, so that's what that's from. And y'all, like I said, I've wanted to use these sewing stickers for a while, and this is all I have pulled right now, and I kind of lined it up kind of how I want it, but then I think I'm gonna switch some stuff up, so we'll see what I'm feeling. You know, when you get in the creative flow, that's what you do. So one thing I do want to make sure that I mention, if you guys have not seen my unboxing to this, then please know that these sewing stickers are available at Joann. Okay, y'all, so I also wanted to show y'all this KELL plan. Now, you've probably followed her or heard of her, but y'all, she came out with these two sticker books. Now, one of them is pretty much out by the time y'all see this video, but the other one is not out yet, so I'm having to hold this video off until I can show it. But y'all, like, look at these planner words. Like, I just love this sticker book. Like, I thought it was so convenient. But the main reason why I brought it out is because of this currently page, and I knew that I wanted to use this particular month. And y'all, I just love currently page stickers. I just feel like it makes it look so nice and neat, even though you can write it in yourself, but I love to use a sticker. And then now this book, you should see this by the time you see it, it will be coming to you. But I'm gonna tell y'all, this Dated Basics is, I hope I can get this video up before it's actually like out the release date, but just check the site. It's a very popular book. I'm pretty sure KELL stocked up on it, but y'all, it's going to sell out if it doesn't. Like this book is so good. And I love this page because you can like label an undated planner. That's what it's really for. And then y'all, I love that she did this. Like, okay, she explained that she was creating this book when she was pregnant. And so she made a little hiccup and she sent stickers to fix it. And it's just a misspelling error. And I love that she fixed it, y'all, that she knows her product enough to go ahead and send us the correction before we even get it. So she's just bomb. And I just love this. And I'm so grateful that she included like multiple years. Like, come on. And then y'all, this page, I probably should have done an official flip through for y'all, but oh, I love this. I love the fun holidays that she included. I just thought that was so nice. And the different fonts too. And then the fact that she did it in black and white and color. So I'm thinking that I might use one of the November ones. That's the reason why I brought it out too. And so we'll see. Let's just get into the flow of this whole thing, y'all. So, okay, so here's what I got going. I knew I wanted to use these body stickers, y'all. Like, they say sewing, so I just wanted to use those. But first up, because this is like one of my larger stickers, I'm gonna go ahead and put it down the middle because I knew that I wanted it to be kind of like a divider of the page, like divided up for me. And I knew that I wanted my little bodies kind of like in different corners on the page, so I'm gonna put that one in the bottom right. And then these two stickers that I have for the top, I'm thinking that I would just put them up here. I was really contemplating the space that I was using in this spread because I wanted to make sure that I was able to put on this spread like my goals. Also, I want to put some important dates down and a bucket list and my currently items. And so that's what I wanted to make sure I could fit on here, which I technically can, but I wanted to make sure I also included a lot of decorative stickers too, which those bodies might be it because I don't want it to take away from that. So we'll see. So I lined those up at the top, and now I'm like, okay, do I want him just taking up all that like planner? And I call it a him, y'all. It's a body, okay? And I don't want it to take up too much space, so now I'm gonna move this sticker up. And here's where wax paper also helps. Outside of like helping you remove stickers and stuff, it really does help you plan out the spread. Like if you're unsure before you want to put it down, and especially like if you're learning how to layer and stuff, Wax paper is gold, okay? It's gold. So I'm going to go ahead and use that larger sticker up at the top, and I'm going to try to fit this little body in between the two. So let me white out this line. I probably should have used my little white jelly roll because that's a thick line, okay? And I messed up actually, and I didn't want that white line to go over the box. I do want it under the arm so the arm stands out, but not that far down. Okay, now the little, I think this is the left arm of the body. It does like interfere with that box, but it's not too bad. I'm not that picky, but I am gonna white out this little line because I felt like that was peeking through, and I just wanted to look seamless. I like these little added details. They might not make a difference to most planners, but to me, when I like to look back on it, it just adds to that neat effect that I always go for. So we're going to put this little body down, and okay, so that's the front of the body, and the back of the body is at the bottom. So I am going to white out on the side, so like I said, to make sure that arm can peep through, and just clean it up a little bit. I like it, y'all. I love these stickers. I just love the colors of the sticker book of this whole line, the sewing collection. Such a beautiful collection. I like the tones and that they used. Okay, so now that I got the, and two, I'm gonna tell you, it's giving, Miss Maker does have like a lot of, I guess you could say sewing things in it too, but it's giving like a more, like, I don't know, like grown color palette to this sewing collection. So I just really think they did a very good job. Okay, so now here's where I'm gonna go into this planner words, and I'm gonna try to see what I can find that I want to use. I didn't have this pre-planned out, y'all, so I was like literally gonna pull this out as I got it. This was as far as I really kind of had planned how I laid those stickers out on the wax paper, and as y'all can see, I ended up changing it. So we're going to put these stickers on the wax paper just until I decide where I want them to go. I'm thinking down at the bottom by that body as I think, but once I put these words down, I kind of feel like they're a little bit big, and I don't want to make it too, I don't know if this is about to make sense, but like too wordy, because it's already a script sticker, and then I'm gonna write in what my currently things are, those topics. So I feel like when you compare these, or combine these, with the boxes, it breaks up the word look, if that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense to you guys. But I chose so far learning about, grateful for, which I thought was very on point for the month of November, as well as what I'm working on. I thought that was a good one, and something that I'm watching, because fall time TV and movies and stuff, the fall time be lit, like, okay, when it comes to like things to watch. So I wanted to like notate those things. Okay, so what I'm thinking, instead of using it down at the bottom like I originally thought I would with some boxes, I'm gonna use these boxes that I have already on the page, and I'm gonna make me a watching list because I'm watching more than one thing, so that would make it a little bit easier for me to keep up with that. And then I'm gonna put one for working on, one for learning about, I didn't mention that one, but something that I'm learning, and then this bigger one for my gratitude. So I was like, where can I put this at? Like, I feel like it'll look weird over there in the corner, and then I feel like that looked weird too. So what I think will work is if I put it in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna white out like a little free space that I can put it down in between these two boxes, just center it. And y'all, I like this. I like how it looks. I don't think I've ever done it this way before. And what I mean this way is use bigger boxes to notate my currently page, the currently section. Now I have just a little bit of space, okay, to work out my to-dos. Well, maybe not to-dos. Maybe I should do my important, my goals, and my bucket list. Let's see how we do this thing. So I did put that big currently up at the top because it is taking up a majority of the page, and traditionally that's what this page is called in the Happy Planner community. So we will see what we can do for the bottom. Now I did find these bullet points, so I was like, ooh, I want to use some of those. Should I just make a list since I don't have like too much space to put more boxes, But then again, I'm like, I still can add some boxes, but would it give it that boxy look? Is that too much? So this is just like my thought process, y'all. And y'all, now let me tell y'all something while I'm like trying to figure this whole thing out, like where I want to put these little bullet points. This sticker book reminded me, I guess because of the bodies, and y'all let me know if that's the correct term, because I mean, I know that this is sewing, but I actually have 2 degrees in biology and medical science. And so I'm very fascinated with, the body and everything. And y'all, me and my husband, when I was in grad school, we took a trip to New York, and I like begged the group, could we go into the Bodies Museum? I loved that. That's my most favorite museum that I've been to date. Okay. Absolutely loved it. Everything about it. It probably was very intriguing to me because I was studying those things at that time, gross anatomy and all that stuff. But y'all, I love the Bodies Museum. And actually, it's my husband's favorite museum too. He was very impressed. He did not want to go to that museum. He was like, we came all the way to New York to do some, like, and I'm like, don't act like you ain't no nerd too. Like, okay. And I don't have a problem admitting that I like, nerdy type things. I like learning things, y'all. I really do. I like knowledge and all of that. So I was like, I want to go. Like, I just feel like it'll be a great experience. And it was. So if you're close to a Bodies Museum, I think they have several of them throughout the U.S. Definitely, I went to the one in New York though, but definitely just go see. You might be into it, you might not, but I thought it was very interesting, very informative, and I absolutely loved it. Okay, so back to the plan with me. I just wanted to share that with y'all. But I decided to go into the book. I believe this is the classic one, and see what I could find that I could use to make boxes. And I pulled some green ones because at first I was like, maybe I should make this like a monotone look spread. But then I was like, no, I'm going to add a little color, add a little mix of color, 2 colors still, give you that muted vibe. So I pulled some green ones and some peachy ones, but then I thought all green would probably work a little bit better. So I'm going to put the peach ones back and see what I can do with these. See if I can fit them at the bottom of the page to put my bucket list. I hope it doesn't look too boxy or whatever, but we shall see once I get it down. But I'm using my wax paper, y'all, to the T on this spread because I just feel like that's going to help me get through it quicker. Okay, so I placed this one down, and as I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, maybe if I cat-a-cornered these boxes a little bit, but honestly, I'm not really liking how that looks, y'all. The rest of the spread looks very neat, and I don't know if it's because of the boxes are aligned a certain way, but I just felt like when I added these down here, it just kind of like threw that off. So I don't know, I'm not really feeling it, but I'm like, maybe I can make it look right. Maybe I can add some things. Maybe I could put some bullet points in between them so I could check it off. Maybe I could write the date in those empty spaces because I've done that before, but I don't know, I wasn't vibing with it, so I decided to pull it up. And y'all know I don't have a problem with doing that. Okay, and I'm gonna go over here and see how I can fit them in this left side on the column, like the left column, and see if they will fit there. So I start here, and maybe I could just use it for important dates or something. And I don't know, I feel like they will fit, like especially like if I white out those dates at the bottom, considering I'm gonna put some down anyway. So I think all 4 will fit. And then I had a thought process, like I'm like making this too hard and I'm staying too much in my comfort zone. And what I mean by comfort zone, you guys, I do remember the things that I liked about my previous spreads. So sometimes, especially when I am not sure about what I want to do, I will go to my comfort zone and I will do what I know that I like. And that is totally fine when you're planning, because obviously it's your planner and you want to love it. But I was like, I'm making this harder than what I could be. So what I decided to do is move these stickers down. I whited out that space, and I'm going to make this the bucket list. Instead of putting it over in the big white space, I'm going to put it in the little sidebar. And so I just feel like that makes more sense. I thought I would go ahead and write down bucket list, but I talked myself out of that because I was like, get the rest of the spread done so the besties can see. Okay, so I'm going to use these bullet points that I had pulled, And I feel like this will make more sense. Just make 2 lists down here at the bottom. And I'm going to put that sticker book up because I actually pulled it because I thought I could use some nude stickers. But I'm going to put that up because I don't need it. And I'm going to add another bullet point. Okay, so now that I got that, now I'm thinking these little checklists, a little small checklist down here at the bottom, and I'm going to off center it just a little bit so I can write goals on the side. I think that'll be perfect. Just give myself 3 little goals, and I have 3 like important things that I want to write out. And now I'm going to go in and see, do I really want to add in November at the top? Would that be too much, or should I just leave it alone? Because I mean, that currently is kind of big, y'all. And so I don't want it to clash. And I was like, I really think I should just not. So I ended up not using this sticker book, you guys. But I'm glad I did get to share it with you anyway, because it is a gem. Get your hands on it. See my description box and support my affiliate link. I would really appreciate that, you guys. Y'all are the best anyway when it comes to that. Like, legit, I'm so appreciative of that. Okay, so I decide to go back into this planner words to see if there's anything I want to use though that could be kind of cute, I guess you could say, because I feel like when she created this book, she thought of things that we often write down, but we don't have a lot of stickers for. She was very strategic in my opinion. So I was trying to make sure that I wasn't missing out on things. So I decided to flip through this entire book. So you guys are getting a little, well, I say I flipped through it. I'm skipping some pages, y'all. Okay, so this is not really a legit flip through. Okay, I was gonna say that, but y'all get the gist of it. Like, it's in her beautiful lettering, and she did some bold, some a little bit lighter on the front, and of course our black and white, and then our color, our rainbow page. And so I didn't see anything in specific, especially for what I'm using these 2 sections for. So I decided that I just want to use that, and I'll see what else I can find maybe in the book. But I am going to write bucket list in my own handwriting. So we'll see. Now, I did forget. This was on my wax paper, y'all. And I haven't used it yet. So I'm like, I really want to use some stitchings. Like, I can't use the sewing sticker book and don't put some stitchings on the page, you know? So I just thought probably the only space that I really left for it was this little divider or division. And so I'm going to take my Jelly Roll pen just because I think it'll make the stitchings pop a little bit better. And I'm going to, now y'all, when using this pen, let me say this. You got to use like a little light touch. It's almost like a little fine tapping to make sure that the ink, because it is white, it's almost like it has a thicker, but not too thick. And so when you write over what you just put down, it kind of erases it. So hopefully that makes sense, you guys. But if you get this pen, and you can pick these up on Amazon, Michael's. I believe I have them linked in my Amazon store. But you can also get them at Michael's and stuff. And when you use these, I even think they have them at Walmart. But yeah, you want to use like a little light tapping touch. Okay. I also love the Uniball white pen too for that. It's a little bit thicker. I have them both, and I just really interchange them, honestly, unless I'm using a blackout spread. Okay, so I'm gonna put that stitching over the little perforations on the page, and I have my little We Are Memory Keeper, like little punch, because it's a little bit more convenient to punch. Now, to me, it doesn't punch as great as my Happy Planner punch, but it still gets the job done. Okay, to where I can put my pages in my planner without having to pull out the big one. So I just wanted to let you guys know, just in case y'all haven't seen it. And I go back into the sewing sticker book, and I find these little labels, and I find one that says important. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to use that. Let me see if there's anything else I can do. And I didn't really see anything, y'all, but I did know that I wanted to use some of those icons, but I feel like those are the ones I'm looking at are big. So I'm going to check another book out to see if I can find some smaller ones. And so looking at these, because these are paper too, instead of the clear ones, and I was like, yep, they're still too big. So I'm going to put this one back, and I'm gonna pull the mini out. And this is a very good example of when you have all of the different sizes, it may seem excessive, but to me, like when you have multiple sizes, you can go in and figure out, what will fit in the spaces that you have. So especially like if you plan a lot and you use a lot of stickers, this can be an asset. So definitely if you see these like multiple sizes on clearance, y'all, and you love the sticker book, now make sure you love it. Don't just go out here buying stuff. Make sure you love it. And if you love it, buy that big or that mini, even though you have a classic planner, because you can always use it. Okay, so what I decided to go with is this little iron and this little safety pin and button. And I put this one down, but it's a little bit smaller than the iron, and I feel like that will fit better over here next to the November. All right, y'all, I like it. Okay, I like this spread. I'm gonna write bucket list in my little handwriting, and I'm just making sure I'm not tripping and not seeing something else, but I'm gonna write bucket list. But I'm also gonna draw me some little arrows, because I feel like that'll be like a little cute effect, draw me some little arrows, because I feel like sewing, like it has like a sketch to it, when you like if you're a fashion designer or something, you have to do sketches. So I was like, okay, the arrows, I don't know if that makes sense, but in my mind I was like, it's okay for me to do a little doodling. Okay, so that's what I'm doing here, and I'm gonna write bucket list and my little arrows. And y'all, I like the spread. Okay, I love this Currently page. My Currently pages tend to be some of my favorite pages, just because I don't know if it's because it's one single page or what, but I always tend to like them. Okay, Bestie, so that's pretty much it for this Plan With Me. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for always being so sweet and so kind to me. I ask that you please like this video. It really helps out, and definitely subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, Bestie. Also, leave me a comment. Let me know what you're currently doing this month, what you're watching, and all that good stuff. All right, until next time, I love ya. Bye.